Hello, YouTube world, from 3BlueTrucks. How are things? I don't know. I'm not really a mechanic. I like to do some mechanical things. I like working on vehicles and stuff like that. But I was just kind of wondering as I was under here if any of you other mechanic guys, girls, those of you that work on your vehicles and stuff like that, do you ever just maybe sit there and kind of muse and stare as you're trying to figure out maybe what the game plan is when you're working on things? I don't know. I was just kind of thinking of that while I was up here underneath the old station wagon, the Blue Goose. Yeah, I'm underneath here. Oh, just kind of musing as I'm looking at the beloved fuel line disaster. But I don't know. I just, like I said, was just kind of thinking a little bit, and I was just kind of wondering, does anybody else ever do that? Just kind of stop and maybe contemplate life's choices or the meaning of life or other hard things. Not really the meaning of life. I don't think about that too much because, I feel like we've been put on this earth for a purpose. But sometimes just the choices and the things that we do while we're in life and on life. I can't even talk. But anyways, I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling here, just by myself, looking at the fuel line here, thinking about rust and, getting upset about it. But then I think, boy, I've seen some of the vehicles from the northern rust belt and such like that, and this is nothing. No, not at all. Then I also start thinking, I'm blessed to have vehicles to work on. There's a lot of people who don't have vehicles at all, a lot that maybe only have one. I'm blessed to have a little bit of mechanical knowledge to be able to kind of figure this stuff out. I, just things I'm thinking about. God's been good. And sometimes I don't always take time to stop and thank Him and think about it, but just kind of thinking about the blessings a little bit of life and that God gives, while I'm up underneath this thing. Hoping it doesn't fall on me. Hopefully not. Yes, I know you're looking at it, it's probably like, wait a minute. Yes, this jack is not holding it up, unfortunately. When I had it jacked up, I had to move the jack, and so I've currently got a jack here, but I am under a spot that is, if it drops, I'm still okay-ish, I think. But yeah, so, yeah, I just realized that was in the background. That's probably not the best background to have behind me. Everybody's gonna be commenting, "You're so unsafe." Well, I know. Maybe that's why I am contemplating life's decisions, because, at any given moment, anything could happen. And that could be the end of it, and off we go to meet the Lord in eternity. Which I guess, while I'm thinking about that, I hope that you're ready. That is one thing I do want to do with this channel is try to honor and glorify God. And I know where I'm going when this life is over. I've got it settled. And I hope that you do as well. But again, like I said, just thinking about the blessings of God, and that I do have the ability to get up under here and work on a vehicle, and that even when one's down, who's still, my family's got enough vehicles to still get back and forth to work as we need to and such like that. So God's good. That's really all I can say. I've got a good family, good loving wife, good children that love me, and a Lord that takes care of me. And even if things fail, and even if I can't get this done, or even if this jack were to fall on me, God's still been good. But I don't know. Like I said, just kind of musing a little bit. Maybe somebody will enjoy this a little bit. Maybe you can let me know, hey, what you're kind of thinking. If you ever just kind of get those points where you're just kind of looking and staring and, what can I do? And then, so anyways, again, like to show you kind of, well, let's see, hopefully you can see it there, but there's a little bit of rust, a little bit, that made a lot of sense. Anyways, rust going on up there that's been leaking some fuel. And then, so I'm trying to find out exactly where it's coming from so I can see what I'm gonna have to do to change fuel lines out or have somebody else change them out. This might be one of those things where I let somebody else do it if they're, not too outrageous. It is Timothy's car, so I'll let him kind of decide the ultimate decision on that, I guess, because he's footing the bill for it. Anyways, yeah, so here's the rust of the underneath. It's really not bad. Sorry, I'm turning the camera a little bit too much there, but it's really not bad. Just a little bit of rust. But that's the way life is, where the moth doth eat and rust, takes over and things, the corruption of the world. It's like sin, just eats away at things. So anyhow, I'm gonna hop off of here. Looks like maybe one or two might have hopped on earlier, but it looks like nobody's on now. So nobody's wanting to hear me ramble. So anyways, let me know in the comments, what do you think? But anyhow, I pray and hope that everybody has a blessed day. I'm going to get back to trying to figure this thing out a little bit, see what I got, and maybe we'll put another video together with this one. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. So God bless and have a great day. And now I'm going to try and get this out of here so I can stop this thing somewhere. There's a stop button, right? All right. Goodbye for now.